When we finish a dip or when we finish a muscle up, we end up in a support position. This support position, although it may seem simple, is very challenging. And there are a couple things I want to tell you about it. First of all, when you hit a support position, the first thing I want you to do is not just lock out your elbows, not just push your shoulders down, but watch what my hands do. I want you to turn your hands so your thumbs are pointing out. The reason I want you to do this is because I want you to stabilize the shoulder. Now this, when holding on to a support on the rings, will challenge you to go from this position to this position. One of the main things that happens there is that when we change that shoulder position, we're going into a more stable position, but that requires a little bit more effort at shoulder level. The other thing I want you to notice is that when I move from this position with my thumb in to this position with my thumb out, that the strap, this black strap, moves away from me. Why is this important? Well, because it gives me space. Having space gives me freedom, and freedom is going to be key to be able to perform a muscle up or even put it into a sequence. Now, once you can do that, what you can do is you can actually start practicing holding a support with your toes on the ground. If you look at my feet, you'll see that I have my toes on the ground. I can practice lifting one foot, lifting the other foot, or lifting both feet. This is a great way of scaling that support. And last, what you can do is you can use a band. You can either put a band on the rings and stand on that band and practice your support, which will be hard because it requires you to balance out. The other way you can do that is by placing the band through the rings and keeping it nice and tight so the rings don't spread apart. And then from there, jump up and feel like you created stability through the band and now start to practice your hand position. So you have all those options. You have toe support, you have band support. The band support can happen low where you put your feet on the band, or it can happen high where it just stabilizes the rings. Either way, what we're working on is finding stability at the shoulder and really hitting those positions.